So today we're at Golden Dyke. This is one of the first stops for any of our site tours we take everybody through. This is a fantastic location to actually see in 3D what the orientation of the mineralization is and get a real understanding of the scale and repetition of the mineralization through here. And so on this site what we can actually see are the individual rungs of the ladder that we see. So they're the north-south striking mineralization, and then we're in the east-west striking host structure that we see, so the rails of it. And here we can see about 8 or 9 of those individual rungs on surface. Yeah, so if we were looking bird's eye looking down, what we'd see is essentially a whole stacked set about every 5 to 10 meters, these vertically dipping open shafts that the old timers mined out, and they're anywhere from 5 to 30 meters on surface, noting they were only taking the highest grade material back then. And they're striking across our host. So essentially if my host is going through here, they're cutting it across at a 90-degree angle to it subvertically. And they extend down for about 30 to 60 meters on surface here. And then we've got the underground shaft that went down to about 180 meters and took about 20 stopes across here. And so these open stopes that we see on surface, while they're only individually down to say 30 meters, these repeat all the way down to about 180 meters. And we've now drilled about 300 or 400 meters below this, showing the continuation of these structures to depth. So we're sitting in about a 100-meter surface footprint that the old timers mined through here, but to the west of us about 400 or 500 meters away is Christina, and then to the east of us we go across to Rising Sun and then across to Apollo. So we're sitting almost in the middle of about a 1.5 kilometre trend of mineralisation that we've defined to date. The historic mining was only taking those high-grade cores, so our much higher tenor mineralisation, but there is still a lot of gold mineralisation and antimony mineralisation sitting between each of these individual stopes, and that's also part of our focus as we're drilling and expanding. And obviously we're not aiming to be scratching around on the surface here, we're looking to delve deeper, and these systems typically continue for a kilometre to 2.5 kilometres at depth, and typically as we go deeper in the system they tend to get better in grade. So for us, drilling deep is obviously higher tenor potential for us to chase.